Greetings, welcome to Meet Me at the Painting Table. We're here again today. We are going to be painting some Primal. So for those of you that don't know or have been keeping up, Colin just did an unboxing of Primal and is really excited to get to the playthrough, and we are both wanting to try this game out pretty badly. But he's going to do the playthrough of the Prelude. We like to do that so that everybody gets an understanding of kind of how the rules go and everything without being a live performance. And we can explain everything, get really close up on a lot of the visuals, and then we go forward with the game. That's kind of the deal. Got Matt in the chat. Awesome to see you, Matt. But you know, Matt, I apparently don't have my chat working. What do I do? Okay. What? So remember when I got my chat working during the playthroughs? I just realized that I didn't put any of those over here. So with a little bit of work, I'm going to get over here. I don't know how. We're going to go back to the old chat. If I can figure out how to even do that. That'd be a feat in itself. Let's see what happens if I do this. This might work. This might work. Give me a second here. Gotta figure it all out. How did I do that before? Oh boy. Always something. I tell you, every time I'm doing this, it's always something. Okay. I think I got it. Here we go. I think this will work. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay. We're back to the old chat. And you know what? Totally fine with that for tonight. Rule 1, dragon must be painted. This is true. Yogi Bear, that is the #1 thing we have to do. So tonight we actually are painting the dragon. We're painting a big giant dragon today. That's the deal. Bill, thank you so much for joining. Awesome to have you. Oh my gosh, here we go. We got great people in the chat already. Kate is here. Thank you so much for joining, Kate. It's a Saturday. Sorry again, yesterday I was supposed to do this stream, but due to scheduling issues, we had to do it all. Call tech support. Yogi Bear, you're amazing. Thank you so much, Yogi Bear. Oh my gosh, yes, tech support. Or Steve support is another person I call. That, and I call Ghostbusters occasionally. That's our plan. Thank you so much, Yogi Bear. Amazing. Ryan, thank you for joining. Awesome to have you here. We're going to do the painting of the dragon. Okay, so now Colin has the entire game. Oh, I dropped my paintbrush. It didn't take more than 3 minutes for that. I gotta find it. Oh, found it. Okay. So if you do an unboxing in boxers, do you do painting in panties? That, sadly, no, I don't, Dan. If anybody's wondering where that comment's coming from in one of our playthroughs, I just happened to stand up and tell Colin, I'm super glad I'm wearing pants while I do this playthrough, and I don't know really why I did that, but I did, and now it's kind of become an ongoing joke. Board Halfling, awesome to have you here. Thank you for joining. We're doing some painting tonight of the Primal's first boss. So, in case you don't want spoilers, I don't really know how much of a spoiler this is. This is like who you fight in the Prelude, or the very first battle, so that's who we're painting up. And Colin has the entire game. So the only thing I have is this miniature. I have no idea what this miniature looks like because he has all of it. So I had to go looking it up on the internet what it looks like. So we're going to be trying to paint this. Now, when I normally do painting, I try to make it somewhat similar to what the artist's rendition of it. That's usually what I try to do. So we're going to do our best on this. We'll see how this goes. Looks like there's a lot of red going on. I was actually going to use some snakebite leather for the wings, but I might dull it down and try to do more of a bonish color, a lightish color instead. And then and then we're going to probably do some darker grays up in this area, and then then we'll kind of do some lighter, again, that bonish color maybe all through here a little bit. But it's a big creature. We'll see how this goes. I'm even going to try something new today. We'll see if we can actually get it to work. We'll see. It might be an interesting thing. You are correct, Ryan. It is now forever immortalized on the internet. This is 100% true. Woot woot, paint the dragon. Board Game Officer, thank you so much for joining. Board Game Officer, who was on Meeple, was it Man versus Meeple the other day, talking about Rogue Angels. Oh man, I watched that. It was awesome to see you on there. That was super, super cool. Board Game Officer making it to Meeple, Man versus Meeple for a review. It's pretty sweet. Congratulations. Super, super cool of you. If people don't know who Board Game Officer is, go check out the channel. I might have a link to it in this description. I try to put a link to a lot of the different friends of our channel in the description of these videos, but sometimes I might miss a few here and there. So if I don't have it, I'll try to remember to put it in there. Again, my old brain sometimes doesn't remember that stuff, especially since we've got we actually went and picked up a new puppy today. We've never had an animal before in our house. Now we got a new puppy in the house. So see how this goes. We've been working with puppy all day. Yes, I'm so excited for that one. Thanks. You are welcome, Board Game Officer. Awesome to see you. Nice. I'm painting my hunters right now and just have Thoreg left. Sweet. Yeah, Colin painted up a couple of the hunters. And And I'm actually going to probably paint the last 2 hunters because he's going to do 2 for like the playthrough. But then we're planning to hopefully do that as our next live playthrough campaign. I think it's like 11 missions. So we're going to do that. And we're going to probably play 4 characters. So that way I'll try to get the other 2 painted up for him. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. Yes, congratulations on mini Labradoodle puppy in our house now. So let's get to painting. Let's figure out what we're going to do. And let's rock and roll. Jason, awesome to see you. Thank you. Hello and congratulations on puppy. Yes, it was a perfect time to get puppy. It's not negative 140 degrees out below 0 outside. So it's sweet to be able to sit out there with puppy and try to get it to do puppy things. We are going to start. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is starting with the like kind of bone-ish color is what I'm going to start with. Like I said, I was going to use snakebite leather, but I think I'm going to stay away from snakebite leather, though it looks really cool as like the wings of an animal. Super excited for you guys to cover this game. Jason, I'm super pumped for this game. Colin is maybe even more pumped for this game, which is, I don't even know if that's possible, but we have both been feeding each other's excitement, and it's going to happen. All right, so I'm going to try to find some paints. That's what I'm kind of doing right now. So I got all my paints up here in case people have never seen my painting streams before. Also, it's Mass Chaos up here is what this is. This is my chaotic painting area. I've got all my things up here. I've even added some new things. I've got like Chopper up here, and I've got some other things. I actually went and picked up, I got like Ahsoka, or what's her name, Sabine and Ahsoka now are part of my little collection here. They're super cool. I've got one Ahsoka up there. Now I've got the Lego Ahsoka as well. So she hangs out with me while I do my painting now as well. It's pretty sweet. Jason, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Awesome to have you. Wow, look at the flying thing. That's amazing. I have no idea how you did that, but that's awesome. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So it's amazing. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much. Let's hear from the south again. Here we go. I'm looking for red. I think I put my red over here. No, we're not looking for red. Here, okay. So we got Blood Angels red. We're gonna put that right here. Put this in this is like our 3-prong paint holder. That's our deal. Then I've got, must be over here. Gilliman Flesh. Nope. What's this? This is, nope, Darkoth Flesh. This is Wildwood. So I'm getting to the browns. At least we're halfway there. Nope, I went the wrong way. What's this? Gargalash Sewer? No, I don't need a sewer. Nope, not purple. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Skeleton Horde. We need that one. That's going to be one of the ones we need. Skeleton Horde, red, and then gray. Then I'm going to use, nope, not Black Templar. There you go. Space Wolves Gray. Okay, those are our 3 big ones. I do find it interesting. Whoops, let's see here. Where am I? Right there. I do find it interesting that the rule book for this game is nearly 100 pages. Yes, it is. Colin read it all. He said it wasn't that bad. He said it was actually a pretty decent rule book. That's good. I think this is the best rule book of the year. There we go. Coming from Yogi Bear. Yogi Bear puts it in perspective. Might be a long one, but one of the best of the year. Is it? You know what? Maybe I might make that a category next year when we do our top 10. Like, we'll add some extra things, like top rule books. That's not a bad one to have. Put top rule book on there. So we already know the winner, right? Primal. Okay. Now, I'm also going to add something really neat and tricky to this if I can find it. That's the key. I got to find it. Let's see here. Because I've got all this stuff everywhere. Now, what I was planning on doing is actually airbrushing most of this. But I thought I can't run an airbrush while I'm doing a painting stream. It just makes so much noise, it's not going to work. So I'm going to use this. Nope, I'm not going to use that. That's surface primer. I'm going to use this. Nope, that's model paint. One of these? Is it one of these? Nope. Ah, found it. Ha ha! Victory is mine. I have found it. Super random question. How do you plug your phone camera to the computer? Do you use a video capture card? Oh, absolutely not. I put a phone cord into a USB-C into the camera. Boom, done. Ta-da! And you get this picture. Wow. That's my camera. That's my phone right there. What does it fit in your... What does it fit in your picnic basket? 30 pages to get started, 70 for the campaigns, and 20 for keywords. 120 pages. Goodness. Of goodness. Of goodness. Dan, of goodness. I love it. Okay, so we got our 3 paints, but I'm going to add some of this to some of the paints. It's a metal medium, so it kind of adds like a metal tone to any of the paints you're using. Instead of buying like metallic paints, you can add this. It's kind of like, let's see if I can get to this without ruining some of my stuff here. Okay, I've got these back here. This is what I use to paint Tiamat. But I've got like these air armor ones. So Elven Armor is what it's called. It's an air metallic. So this kind of turns these paints into metallic paint. I have no idea when I got this, but we're going to use it. Excited for Primal, but need to finish Dungeoneer or Drunagar first. Yeah, see, that's one of my problems. I've got to finish Agmonia first. My wife and I have been playing that. We've really been excited for that. And I've also got some new painting hacks for you all out there. This was courtesy of Bill, the professional painter. I figure professional painter uses one. I should probably use one. So he has given me this exciting thing. This is one of those like fidget things or whatever you call them, poppers or whatever. I don't know what they're actually called. But what you can do is use these as paint mixers. These are fantastic for paint mixers. So I'm going to take my, we're going to start with this. This one I'm just going to paint straight out of the bottle. And we're going to need to paint it straight out of the bottle. And we're going to use this on the wing. Now, like I said, I was thinking about doing this with snakebite leather. But if you saw in that picture, it kind of had these cool red things kind of flowing into it. And I don't think that's going to come across on snakebite leather, but I think it might come a little bit off better over the skeleton horde. We're going to give this a shot. We're going to paint up some skeleton horde here. So I'm going to just paint this straight out of the pot, but then we're going to get to the other cool things that I got here. So we're going to open this up. And I got this from Ryan over at Meeple Marathon. He sent me this. This keeps me from spilling my paints. As you can see, there have been many an episode here on Meet Me at the Painting Table where my paints did not make it. That's kind of the problem sometimes. I'm going to get my paintbrush wet, and I also got this little thing to dry it off a little bit. And then I'm going to get some of this on the paint, and we're going to go to town on this guy's wings and see how they kind of have this texture. So like right through here, I'm eventually going to paint that red right through there. But we're going to go up here first and just kind of paint this into here. And painting bigger miniatures, sometimes it could be a little daunting for people. I actually find it sometimes a little bit easier because the mistakes, it's a little bit easier to make some mistakes and fix the mistakes on bigger miniatures like this. At least that's what I found. I'm using a bigger brush. I'm using like a 2 brush. Normally I use like 0s and 1s and things of that nature, even double 0s, things of that nature. But for this, just using a good old number 2. Going all the way down. All right, get some more paint. Oh, I hit there. See? Just like that. Boom, boom, boom. Let's bring all this in here just like this. Here we go. Down this. All the way there. There we go. We got one of the wings kind of working on it here. As you can see, I did a little oopsie there. I'm not too worried about that. Sorry to keep asking about your setup. I'm just trying to figure out my setup. Do you use an app on your phone? Oh, good question. That is a great question. Board Game Officer, that is a great question. Do you use an app on your phone to connect to OBS? I've tried to use Droid Cam, but it doesn't have good quality. Actually, I use the OBS app that they have. I actually think you have to pay for it. I think it's but it's not very much. It's not very much to put the OBS app on your phone. And then I use that, since I use my phone for pretty much everything, it was a no-brainer. Not to mention, this is probably one of the best green screen cameras you're ever going to find. So yes, I bought the OBS app for the phone to make it be able to work with OBS. That was the only way. I'm not tech savvy enough to even know how to put Droid to Cam, or that sounds like some Star Wars Droid to Cars, right? On my phone. So I use the app. That's the deal. All right, let's keep going with these. So I hope that helps. I hope that helps. And we're gonna paint the arms of this guy that red. Is gonna be the plan. Now my goal is to try to get this all done, but we'll see. I might not make it. It is a bigger miniature, but we'll see what we can do about that. And see if it can work. That'll be the plan. Oh, OBS app. Okay. I'll try that out. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Board Game Officer. I hope that helps. If you have any questions, please email me. I'd be more than happy to connect with you and help you get that working if you need any help. I'm always there. I'm always willing to help people about things. Everything I do, there's no secrets here. It's not like I have like I have a like magic curtain that I hide behind. I could care less. I could tell you every single tips and tricks that I do. And hopefully you can learn from my tips and tricks and make your streams even better than mine. Because I am not a professional by any means. I am a novice. And like I said, don't even know how to do droid to cars or anything like that. So instead, I just bought the app. Now this wing goes all the way up into here. then drops down. There is a mold line, or not a mold line. I think it's like a glue point there, which is kind of nice. That kind of helps me there. This one goes all the way along there. So these wings are going to be really easy to paint. Now I'm going to have to wait for them to dry a little bit, which is why we'll go to something else while they dry. We're going to come down here. And again, I kind of got onto this wing a little bit, and I'm okay with that because I'm going to hit it with that red. And it's a little bit nicer when you're painting these kind of beasts because, I mean, after all, they're works of nature. They're not. There's going to be some imperfections in how they look. But the nature itself, even though it is pretty close to perfect, everything's a little bit different. That's the deal. The key is not to divulge. Is not divulging your tricks. Is it not? Wait. The key is not divulging your tricks. Is to not have any tricks? That not have any tricks, Dan. You're right. I don't have any tricks. I have no tricks. Everything I do is just flat out. This is the deal. There's no like. There's no tricks. There's no tricks. You're right. I need to have tricks to divulge them. That is the deal. All right. Keep on going on this wing here. I should have painted the wings before I started the stream. Because people even want to see me paint these wings. It's just kind of boring. We're gonna get okay. Again, I might go red down this, but actually, I'm actually gonna paint off this. Baron's trick is being awesome. Board game officer, thank you. That's a compliment. There are so many more awesome people out in the world than I am. For sure, there are awesome people out there. Speaking of awesome people, if anybody's interested in seeing a lot of playthroughs, there was a game of Palooza today over on Derek's channel, Canje Studios. They did what they call their game of Palooza. Steve and Derek played a lot of games. So if anybody's interested in seeing some gameplays out there, please feel free. Paul from Australia. Oh my gosh, Paul, it's good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Oh my gosh, from Australia. That's fantastic. Do you guys have Primal yet? Or I'm not sure if you did Primal deliver over in Australia yet? I can't remember. And some, because it's kind of interesting. A lot of times, sometimes either Australia gets before us, or sometimes it doesn't. It gets after us. It's kind of shipping is always so weird. That's the deal. Did you prime that critter? Great question. Yes, I did. Not sure I didn't back it. Well, there we go. That answers that question. That's pretty awesome. Well, I'm glad you're here. That's very awesome to have you here. Yes, I did prime this. Thank you so much for asking, Bill. I did prime this critter. I primed this critter with Gray Seer Gray. Is one way to do it. You can do the spray can of Gray Seer Gray, which is what I normally use for big miniatures. But sadly, the temperature outside in Minnesota, you don't get a lot of time to prime before it turns into a time when you're not supposed to really use primers out of cans. So I do have an airbrush, and I use an airbrush to prime a lot of my stuff. Is the deal. All right, get that on there. Now, this is, see, look how gloppy that's getting there. So we're gonna move that over to here. One thing with the contrast paints that you have to watch out so they don't pool. They have a very big tendency to pool. I mean, you just want them to kind of pool into the recesses, but I don't want them to pool everywhere. Like when in a big glops. That's the deal. There we go, just like that. There, that should be pretty good. And I might go over it later with something else. Maybe, we'll see. So as to Bill asking, did I prime it? Yes, I did. I primed it with Gray Seer Gray as a spray primer. But if I don't spray primer it because I'm out of... Bill, did you ask this question just so I can show my bottle again that I can't read? The other option that I use to prime is with this. It's a surface primer. It's called Ghost Gray, if you can find it. I think I bought this years ago. And this bottle alone has primed an unfathomable amount of miniatures due to the fact that it goes through an airbrush. And this stuff just straight through an airbrush. I don't do any tricks to it. It just goes straight through an airbrush. So I prime everything with this if I can't use the Gray Seer Gray spray bottle, if that makes sense. There's even times in Minnesota where you shouldn't even go outside. That is very true. Oz gets Primal in April and May. Oh, okay. There you go. Waiting for Primal in Germany. Good to see copies arrive. Yes, good to see copies arrive. I hope you get them soon. Morganite, awesome to have you. Pasadonites, I failed miserably on your name. I apologize. Pasadonatos. I'm horrible. I apologize. But thank you for joining. It's awesome to have you here. Morganite, good to see you. Thank you for joining. They only shipped us orders before the Chinese New Year. Oh, okay, okay. Hub Hobby on Penn Avenue carries that if you need to get some more. Oh, that's great to know. Thank you, Jason. I'm going to have to go there and get some because I'm getting low. I'm getting low. Dragon Tears, do you have a ventilation system for airbrushing inside? Hello, everyone. Yes, I do. I do have one. Yes, I actually do. That is something I do. And not only that, I have, I've got some N95s that I've gotten from work that I sometimes wear while I do it too. Just, I mean, it's nice to keep yourself nice. Situation, the Suez slows Europe down. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, that's and I've heard a lot of the shipping right now. They're kind of almost trying to avoid that as they're getting stuff shipped around right now. I hope they get that figured out because that sucks a lot. I'm gonna shake up my wing paint again. I hope they get that figured out. That's no fun. Games are supposed to be fun. They're not supposed to be waited. You're not supposed to have to wait for them to have fun. But that's part of the that's sadly part of the deal. All right, keep going. Get these on here. Oh, my paint fell. Got it. There we go. I can get in there and get some. Perfect. Get this wing done and move on to the other one on the other side. Now, I was thinking about painting these bone colored, but I decide against it. I decide against it. We're not going to do that. One thing I need to do is make sure I'm getting the sides of this. Now, this is still kind of gloopy down here, and I don't like it that gloopy. Gloopy gloppy. Here, right there. Boom. Just like that. Boom. Okay. There, I think that wing's pretty good. Again, we got a little gloopy here, but now watch out. Sometimes if you try to get rid of it after it's kind of set too much, you're gonna have a weird looking like dry line around where the gloopy was. So you gotta be kind of careful. So you gotta check that, get that before it gets too dry. Okay, our wing is done on one side. Let's get the other wing done, and then we can move on to another color. I think I'll probably do the gray next. That'll be the deal. Paint straight down there. Like that. How do I want? Yeah, I'm going to paint these, but on the back side, I'm going to keep them. I'm going to try to get it more red. There you go, through there. Okay, great. This, there we go. Perfect. Liquefied Pork, thank you so much for joining us today. Awesome to have you. It's great to have everybody today. I know it's a Saturday. Saturdays are sometimes a little bit more filled with fun and excitement. But with our new puppy at home, our fun and excitement is staying at home. Nobody's coming over. Nobody's doing anything. Our puppy needs to learn who we are, not who our friends are. Good day. Have I missed the paint pot spill, or is that coming up? It's coming up, Liquefied Pork, don't worry. But I'm using my Meeple Marathon holders today, so I'm not going to spill any. I say that now. You know what's going to happen. I'm going to pull out one paint for just a second, and then that's the paint I'm going to spill. You wait. You wait. That's usually how it goes. Usually how it goes. It's Saturday afternoon. Oh, that's right. In Australia, that's awesome. Saturday afternoon. I never thought about that. Maybe I should do some more streams in the evenings on the weekends because some of the people overseas could actually watch them because they're not like at work or something like that. That's awesome that you're able to see this. Saturday afternoons. Paul, it's awesome to have you here. Saturday afternoon. And we got Sunday afternoon tomorrow. I did get to play some games this last weekend. I played, it was a Euro crazed event. Sunday. We played, Underwater City. We played, oh my gosh, something about bees in the space apiary or something. Had to make some bees in the space thing or something. I don't know. I'm not good at any of those games. My goal was not to get 4th place, but I did in one game. Oh, we played Galaxy Truckers. That was actually pretty awesome. Just because there's so much randomness to that. That was pretty fun. I like that one. I'm teaching myself Age of Comics. Hoping to get that to the table tomorrow. Oh, I've never heard of that one. Hope it's fun. Hope it's fun. That should be good. All Galaxy Truckers, a great old original game, old game Baron. Yes. I love Baron. Well, that's good. I love Baron too. Bill, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Oh my gosh, awesome to have you here, Stevie Bill. Oh man, got so many great people here tonight. Quite the group. It's awesome to have you all here as we paint up this magnificent primal creation here. How's your son doing with his painting? He is doing fantastic. He actually is painting a, he's working on a demon army for Warhammer 40K and also for fantasy if he wants to do it. Make everything fun to watch. Well, thank you, Bill. Thank you for the nice compliment. I appreciate it. I'm glad you do. I work to make sure everything's fun. I love to have fun. And so if I'm not having fun, no, it's just not fun, right? I like games. I like having fun. Good stuff. We always have fun. I'm glad you enjoy the fun. I enjoy the fun. Good stuff. You need more KDM. You're in luck. After this painting episode, I'm going to try to put up my unboxing of the Black Knight. I got my copy. And so I'm putting up I'm going to put up the unboxing of it, hopefully after I'm done with this painting episode. I have to edit it up a little bit, but after I edit it and get like all the times when I say the wrong word or all the times when the camera falls on its face and stuff like that, I got to get all that edited out. But then I'm going to get it up. That's going to be fun. I'm hoping to get it tabled next week. Sweet, liquefied pork. You need to do it. Having fun is fun. This is true. It's 100% true. Half the battle right there. How's the channel going to change? What's this? Now that you guys are working more on your stuff, unless with the co-op one shop. Oh, so the one-stop co-op shop. Colin and I have officially moved away from the one-stop co-op shop. Now, of course, those guys are still super cool. We hang out and talk every once in a while. But the channel itself had a lot of videos, a lot of things going for it. So we just kind of decided, Colin and I are just going to move over here, do our thing, play the games we want to play, and have some fun doing it. They're continuing what they're doing and having a great time over there. And so if I think that, I'm not sure if that answered your question, but that is how we are doing things. So we split from the one-stop co-op shop about, oh boy, was it close to, I don't even know how many months ago. And now it's just calling me, meet me at the table. We are actually doing a full-on, we're going to be doing a logo change thing. We're going to be doing like this big like channel overhaul actually pretty soon. We're just finalizing a few like what the new logo is going to look like and things like that, and just kind of really like make it more like make it more professional than I'll ever would have made it, because I just barely have enough time to actually have I have enough time to have the fun and get the fun out, but I don't have the time to like sit behind the scenes and make it spectacular. So now that I got Colin with me, we're gonna make it spectacular. It's good to be here, Baron. It's nice to have something going on while organizing my new Arkham Horror LCG expansion. Did that come out? Oh, I need to go buy that. I need to go buy that. Is that the new one came out? Wow, I didn't know that. I just got done with In the Mouth, or In the Mouth, Innsmouth. Got so many other ones to play. I got Killing Butcher coming next week. Oh, is that like the more powerful Butcher? I don't know that one. I don't have that. I only have like the major expansions coming. I don't have any of that super cool thing. Like I never got that super cool white lion. I didn't get that. Awesome. Hope we both enjoy our time with it. Yes. My child, I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I had noticed the co-op shop. The co-op was doing a Primal playthrough, and it had mentioned that Colin was moving and no longer part. Yeah, that's kind of the deal. He's going to be doing a Primal playthrough on maybe at the table. That was kind of one of the problems. Like we all had like a lot of the same games coming in. It's like, well, who does the playthrough? When's the playthrough going to hit? When it's just Colin and I, we can just talk about it. Be like, he's like, I'm getting Primal. And do you mind if I'm going to do the playthrough. And then sometimes I'll do an unboxing and just say, hey, Colin, do you mind if I do the playthrough? Yeah, go for it. It'll be great. So, and then also, if we both really like the game, like Primal, we're both really excited about it, we can do it live. We can play it together live. And we can both experience the game and have a lot of fun doing it. So Meet Me at the Table has become an absolute fantastic experience. I'm super glad to have Colin here. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Feast of Hemlock Vale. I was really ready to play today, but my friend is sick for more like hungover. It's kind of sick, you know, kind of sick. That's pretty awesome. The Investigators, yes. Hemlock Vale campaign. Oh, yes, coming out for me, Canada, next Friday. Okay, so I got to get the Hemlock Vale then. Matthew, good to have you. Thank you so much for joining. Awesome to have you. We are painting a giant dragon here. It's an absolute fantastic time here at Meet Me at the Table. Meet Me at the painting table. I am screwing up majorly and forgot I was not going to paint those, but I did. We'll maybe put some Uzi paint on those later, and that'll be fine. We are painting up the wings, and then we're going to move on to more of the gray area, and then we'll put some. These are like the three main colors we're going to use. We're going to use a lot of other colors too. That's going to be the plan. So I'm getting down in. It's kind of hard to see. Sorry. I'm getting in here with the wings, just like that. But yeah, somebody asked, and I think I said it, but I didn't really expand on it. Yeah, my son has a demon army he's painting for Warhammer 40K. We'll play with some of his friends, but it's kind of been. The friends haven't really been keeping up with the painting and stuff like that, so he's kind of slowed down a little bit on that front. And he's still got his D&D minis he's slowly painting up, but didn't really admit a time. He's actually, believe it or not, I had a super glorious dad moment the other day when Ridley asked me if he had a. He just finished playing Super Mario RPG. And he wanted to know if I had another game similar to something like that. And I said, why, yes, I do. He goes, don't you have that Final Fantasy VII game? I'm like, yes, Ridley, I have Final Fantasy VII. So now that's like one of his favorite games ever played. We're doing Rebirth. So we're only doing the first one, though. We haven't gotten the second one yet. So it's super cool. So he's excited to play that. And we've had lots of fun playing it together. I've just been kind of sitting there watching, kind of almost reliving my youth while he plays it. All right, we got the wings done. That's fantastic. Here are the wings. Wings are completely done. We're going to move away from the wings for now. It's fun. You shouldn't get it, but you don't. The Gigalion. That's right. It's fun. You shouldn't get it, but you don't need anything else. Gambler's Chest is not. Oh yeah, by far. That's it. It's better with you two guys in your ginormous wooden steins. Yes, our wooden steins from the. I don't have it tonight. I've got my normal water cup from the Renaissance Festival. Next summer, we're going to pick up some more of those and give them away. That's our plan. You totally poached Colin. he came to me. He came to me. He was like, hey, do you mind if I think I should join your channel. Like, yeah, you should. That'd be awesome. Oh, Matthew can't wait. Matthew can't spend Colin without Colin. That's right. Colin without Colin. That's right. I paid $800 to have my Gambler's Chest assembled and painted. Don't have the patience. Totally get that, man. And if anybody does need anything painted, Bill is in here. Not CB Bill. There's another Bill that he's a professional painter. I think I have his stuff in the description. If you have any miniatures you want to have painted, he'll be more than happy to do it. Colin, yes, Colin. You totally need, yes. Boom. All right, now we're going to go to gray. And I'm going to paint pretty much a lot of these spikes gray. That's going to be the plan. Like a lot of this stuff going down here is going to be all that gray. I'm going to do these with a darker gray, but then we're going to dry brush it later. And we're going to try to hit some of these down here on the tail. And if it doesn't hit perfectly, it's not the end of the world. We're going to close that one up. And then this one, if you notice, has a whole bunch of white on the bottom. So you have to shake it up really good. You got to shake, shake, shake. If you watch a lot of, was it Dora and who's the other guy? Diego, you can shake, 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 shake a glow stick. Son used to watch a lot of that. Shake, 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 shake a glow stick. And so what I'm trying to do now, I'm going to shake this up, is try to get the white off the bottom of that. That's slowly coming off. That way, at least your whole paint, your paint is fully, what do you call it? Shaken, not stirred, less martinis. You get your all the paint in there. That makes sense? Maybe it didn't make sense. I don't know. We're going to get it all done. Okay. So now I got all the white off the bottom of that. So now we know this is all nicely picked up. That's the deal. This old man can't keep his eyes open any longer. Have a good night. Matthew, thank you for joining. I'm glad you're able to. Out on the East Coast, I'm sure it's a little bit later there. It's like, what, 10:30? Going on 11? Totally get it. Have a great night. Thank you for coming. It's awesome to have you here. All right. We got our Space Wolf Gray is what we're using now. This is a kind of a bluish gray. It works really well for bluish gray. See, that was really on point there. Now we're going to paint a lot of the different bone things that color. So a lot of this back area here, this is all going to be that gray. This is what we're going to do. Like I said, we're going to lighten it up a little bit with some dry brush later on, but for now we're going to paint all this that gray color. Even coming into where the what do you call this? The wings. Oh my gosh, wings. Now, like I said, sometimes it's almost easier to paint bigger miniatures because you have a lot more like space to do a lot of stuff. And we're going to get this all the way up into the front here, but we're going to stop when we get to about here because I might do something a little bit different with this head up here. Probably not. I think I still like the gray coming off on these here. Yeah. Let's look at that picture again. Let's see what that picture shows. That picture didn't help. Yeah, it goes gray all the way down. Kind of like gray all the way into here, but then we'll do some heavy dry brushing on some of this later. That'll be the plan. Again, this up. I'm trying not to touch the wings, even though most of it's dry, but I don't want to hit it by accident. Again, we're trying to get close to these wings. We don't really want to hit them, but if we hit it, it's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. There you go. Get that in there. There you go. Just like that. I'm going to hit my camera. That's awesome. Okay, and I'm going to just hit here. I kind of moved into there. I don't know if I really wanted to be in that area, but that's okay. Okay, I got a plan here. We're going to put some more of this on here. We're going to hit this area from here, moving up into his head. And I do want to hit this big giant thing coming off of here. I want to get this with the gray, just like that. There we go. We want to come all the way down to this to about here. I think that'll be good, right to about there. There we go. I don't want to get onto his nose. His nose will be a little bit deal. Okay, there you go. And again, we want to get all of this. We want to get this entire thing here. I don't want to get its eyes. Its eyes are going to be like super cool. I don't know, some awesome color. I don't know what the color's be. But so we're getting close. We're getting that gray in there is what we're doing. This blue gray. There you go, right in there. Perfect. Keep coming. Let's see here. I'm going out here. What do we got going on here? Okay. I'm going to keep on going here. Now I want to stop a little bit short because I want to make sure I don't get on here because this is where we're going to paint some of the red right along some of that there. All right. I see Jason said something. Let me finish this up real quick. There we go. Okay. Oofta. I don't use Games Workshop colors, but I always like the space gray that you're using. It really looks cool if you're going for the gray version of Batman. 100%, man. It does. Totally does. Understand why I never able to watch your live streams without them locking up on and me having to refresh the page every few. Michael, that sucks. Few minutes. Never happens with any VOD viewing after they are done. Huh. Wish I had an answer. You could call the IT department. That would be Steve over the Co-op Guild. He's good at that. I was excited to see Colin officially coming to your channel. He was my favorite on One Stop Co-op Shop, and your channel has been growing really good since. It has been doing very well. I think we share a passion very, very well. Our passions have always been very similar, and also the style of games we kind of play and cover have also been very similar, so it works out really well. Have you ever used watercolor paint? If so, how do you like them? No, I'm watercolors. Sorry, watercolors. Maybe Baron needs to learn how to read. Watercolors. I've never used watercolors. I got Army Painter, but I don't have watercolors. I'll have to maybe look into that, Dragon Tears. Well, what do you think? Are they any good, or do you like contrast? Are they both pretty similar? What do you? I don't know anything about those. Interesting to hear. Here, I think we're getting close to the end of this gray. Now we got to come down this way with it. Like I said, I want to paint a lot of this red. So I don't want to go too far into this tail here, but we're going to kind of paint some of these like this. Some of these smaller ones. That comes in. Okay, so then we're going to paint this right here. We're going to paint this right here. We'll paint this like that. There we go. Paint this one. There we go. Paint this one. I got to get underneath it here a little bit. There we go. I know it's kind of goes in and out blurry wise. I apologize. I need to put that camera in a better spot next time. That would be a pretty good spot for this time. There we go. This one up here. One right there. This one right here. And if I hit the skin a little bit, I'm not too worried about that because honestly, the red's going to kind of come in and it's a pretty thick red. So it's going to go over it, but it's not fully going to go over it. So it'll just kind of blend it a little bit, which isn't the end of the world. There we go. Put that down there. Okay. A little bit more here. So we're going to put this one here. Let's see for this, I think the last one over here. We got this guy, like that. Oh, I hit the wing. That's awesome. I can just rub it off. There we go. Now underneath here, I'm just going to touch this a little bit. Get in here and hit this. I think I hit the whole tail. Yeah, I did. Look at that. See how badly I hit that tail? But you know what? That's okay. We might fix that. We might not. Let's see. Okay. This is that gray again. Oh, there's a lot of brown right there. That's okay. Now let's go on to here. We want these gray, this gray over here. We don't want to go too far. Too far is too far. When I hit that, when I hit this. All of this. Some of that. We'll call it a day right there. Now let's go over this side. Okay, so this side, I do want to hit this, this, and this. There you go. That'd be good. We got going on here. We got some more right here. On that side, we're good. Okay. Got a lot of the gray. Now I'm also going to paint these gray. Right up here. So instead of doing like a bone that I normally would do on these type of, on a monster of this type, since it has this brown, like this grayish thing going through here, I'm just going to keep with that color going through on some of these spikes off here on the wings. I think it'll be kind of cool. That's my plan here. So like I said, we're just going to keep going with this gray on these. Might not be the best, but I think it'll be kind of neat. It keeps that consistency of this gray color going through the model. We're going to go there, and why not? Let's just hit this a little bit here. There we go, perfect. I think I'm going to hit that one. There's nothing over here to hit. I guess this thing. There we go. I'm also going to hit these. I'm going to bang my camera 100 times doing it. All this. And this. Yep. A little bit more over here. A little more on my brush. Oh. There you go. On the brush. There we go, like that. And those few things I already have to touch up, and that's fine. I've always noticed when these comes to these bigger models, the deal is I try to find a few big colors that are going to be primarily what the model is going to have, and then I go with those colors first, and then we move from there and kind of start working on other colors that are going to be part of it, but not its main color, if that makes sense. That's kind of what I've noticed I do. Is that the right way? I don't know. That's some of the professional painters, but this is what I do. But remember, if you're looking for a way to professionally paint these, this is not the channel for you. I do a painting system called slop and drop, where you slap the paint on, then you drop it on the table, and then ta-da, you got a model ready to go. I don't do anything super like, oh, hey, we have to do these neat things. We have to do like 32 layers. We have to like do a wash with a dry brush and a wash over with this dry brush and then highlight. I don't do all that. My goal is to get the paint onto my miniature so I can get on the table as fast as possible. That's the deal. That is the deal. All right. A few more things we have to do. We need to get these talons down here. Again, continue with the gray. I kind of want these talons to be that gray color too. Another thing I never knew is like when you have a creature like this that has, well, I don't know how this one works, but if this one has any type of breath weapon like a dragon, why would it ever land and fight the people with swords? Why would it just not stay in the air? Someone told me about War Colors paint. They seem to be good price and a good selection. I have yet to take the plunge into painting, unfortunately. Oh, by the time the mini is on the table for me, it's a meter away. As long as it has a few different colors on it, looks good. That's the deal. Yes, 100%. That is the plan. That's why I don't need these to be super unbelievable. Now, don't get me wrong. I love super beautiful miniatures. Case in point, we did Oathsworn. Bill painted all our miniatures, and they looked absolutely fantastic. Oh my gosh. It made the game just come alive. And I think he's working on some of the miniatures for this game as well. So when we play it live, we'll have all those done. Baskin Robbins approach. 31 layers is good. 32 too many. I'm always afraid to start painting the big minis. They look awesome. I'm afraid of what they'll look worse when I'm done. Oh, that's funny. No, that's never going to happen. Having anything on them is going to look better than nothing. Even like I know that William, when it comes to like his goons and stuff, he actually paints. I know it's kind of blurry. I apologize, but I'm trying to get underneath this miniature. It's hard to do with the camera I've got here. So I apologize. You're not seeing me paint his talons, but that's what I'm working on right now. You'll at least be able to see me paint the back talons. So again, like that. He paints. He actually does basically a sun drop on his miniatures, and that's almost just enough. All right, I think we're good here. A little more on there. I'm going to dry brush on this thing. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Okay, now we're done with that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a little bit on the knees too. There's a couple big ones on the knees. Just a little bit. And then we're still going to paint some red around. I think it'll be really cool. There we go. A little bit of the knees, not bad. Now that might not have been the best plan, but whatever. Okay, that's done. Okay, so we've got our wings and we've got that done. Now we're gonna try something. I kind of want this to look like it has scales. My next part is to make it look like it has scales, like it's a dragony with scales. Is it a dragon with scales? I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is red. So we've got our, well, what's left of our Blood Angels red that we're going to use. We're going to shake this up. This is my second pot of Blood Angels red. I'm about to have to go buy a third one. Not because I used it all, but because I decided to spill my first pot right here. And then my son spilled a lot of it into one of these paints. But, you know, we learned from that. And that's okay. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take a bigger brush. I think like this one. Take this one. See this brush right here? This is not what I'm going to paint with. I'm not going to paint with this brush. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of this paint. So I'm going to get this paint in here and sucked up on this brush. Now I'm going to move it to this little spot right here. There we go. Squeeze it out. There we go. Okay. We got some in here. So we got some red in there. I'll put a little more. There you go. A lot of red. Okay, put that in there. Now we got the red in here. It's not going to be enough by any means. But I'm going to add some of this metal medium now. Ridley can't escape his DNA. Oh my gosh, that is 100% true. Oh, poor kid, he's dropping stuff all his life. All right, I'm going to shake up my metal medium a little bit. It's probably all at the bottom of it. Now, the metal medium is almost kind of like a glue. I shouldn't say glue. It's clear with metal kind of in it of some kind. Well, I'll show you. It'll be pretty cool. Okay. I don't even know if it's going to work. I don't think I've ever used this stuff with contrast paints. I've used this with a lot of my army painter paints and things of that nature. But we'll see if this works. Now, another way to get a metallic sheen onto something, which actually works really well, is to actually paint silver onto the miniature and then paint the contrast over the silver, and the silver kind of gives it reflects through the contrast paint. It's really cool. But I'm going to try this today. This is going to be my plan today. We're going to give this a shot. So I'm going to put a few drops of this in here. Let's see. First, we get some of this stuff that's dried on here. I don't want that in there. There we go. Get that off. Okay. I'm going to put some drops in. I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see how that goes. That might not be enough. Believe it or not, you do need a lot of this metal medium to really make it look like it's doing anything. Actually, no, I think that'll be pretty good. We got 4 drops in there. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty good. Okay. So now the consistency of the paint has turned. I'm going to put this in here before I spill it again. I'm spill it, putting it in there. So if you notice now, see like how it's reflecting the light a little bit more? That's gonna be awesome. We're gonna try that on this guy. Let's see how this works. We're gonna paint. Let's start here. Why not? Where else? Oh, look at that. So now it's kind of reflecting this light. It's kind of got that more metallic look to it, which I think will be really cool. We're going to go up into here, just like this, up around, like that. Perfect. This looks great. Yeah, that looks really good. Paint this in just like that. There we go. That looks awesome. Okay, so now we got some more of this metallic. It's more looking more like a metallic color coming through. Now that I'm going to paint gray, that's obviously something that needs to be painted gray, I think. We're going to try to walk the line here on this. Came right down, good. Now I could switch paintbrushes to a more delicate paintbrush so I can get a finer line on these, but I'm not going to. I have, I guess again, this is kind of a bigger creature, so if it doesn't, it can do this. It can kind of be more of a, have more of these things going on. Looks more real. It's organic. There we go. Oh my gosh, took me forever to say that word. All right, so we got that arm looking good. I don't like that. I might fix this. That came down too far. I shouldn't have came down that far. Okay. There's more on here. Now I don't want to get the belly because remember, when we looked at the belly, it had like more of that kind of a whitish color onto it. We don't want to go into the belly. We do kind of want to get the sides of this. We want to get the side of this like this. That's coming up. There we go. So it's going to kind of go like that, and then I might was just going to, once I get a lot of this off, I might just kind of dry brush it in there and see what happens. All right, let's get this on. And after I get this on here, I probably will dry brush an orange over the top of this because I think it'll look really cool and bring out some of the colors. All right, that looks pretty good. I will say adding the metal medium, though, has kind of lost its contrast concept where it kind of gives you that depth look, but that's okay because I kind of like the metal look. There you go. We are just going to go all the way through here just like this. Fantastic. That's the deal. So I hope this is helping a little bit. Again, apologize if it's going blurry a few times there. So yeah, now you got this. Now, where you pick up that metal medium, I have no idea. You probably find it on Amazon or something if you wanted to get something like that. Now, like I said, it could turn any color into this type of thing. It doesn't have to be the contrast paint. Like I said, I normally use it with my Army Painter paints, but I wanted to give this a shot. I'd never done it before. And that's what painting's all about, trying something new, right? Wash off my brush a little bit. Try to get a better point on it. There we go. There we go. Now, okay. Doesn't have the best point, but that's okay. Okay. Select these. Kind of come down. Okay. Don't that brush. Don't like that brush anymore. Switch this brush. Just because I'm kind of on a more delicate area here. Way better. Way easier. Someday I legit look over 150 games and go, I've got nothing to play. While looking at shipping notices. You know, I've felt that pain sometimes. Where I'm like, oh my gosh, I really want to try that game. I wish it was here. I don't got anything else to play until it gets here. Oh, who am I kidding? I have way too many games. I'm like, I got, yeah, 150s is ridiculous. That's how it works. Everybody's got that. Mine are all those campaign games too, so it's like a whole bunch of just stuff. Now I can fix these wings at some point by bringing in that color again. Now the interesting thing is, remember, this guy also has some weird designs coming off of this. I have to freehand some of this. It's going to be an absolute pain in the butt. We're going to give it a shot. So coming in on the bottom of this wing here, just like that. Okay. Now to come up. Same Yogi. Yes, exactly. Oh my gosh. Did my mic die? No, my mic's still going. Okay. I have never felt that way. I'm staring at 130 and never have enough time. That's more the truth, Dan. I've got way too many games and not enough time. 100% the truth. Okay, I'm going to put this guy down so I can paint him here. Here we go. I'll paint this side first. Just there we go. Now I got to turn him so I can see in here. There we go. Oh, too much. That's okay. Too much again. Don't care. There we go. Right up to that part. Just like that. Come down there. We go. And now let's see if we can get around these grayer parts here they decided to keep. Again, not the end of the world. If I hit them, then they just become red. And now you get the side of this wing. Oof, that hit the camera. Awesome. Oh, well, I think I screwed up. There we go. Yep, I hit the wing right here. I didn't want to hit that wing, so I'll fix that later. And how will you fix that, Baron? Oh, let me show you. Okay, now I'm going to try to come down on this wing. See how this goes. Be a disaster again. Getting there. And just like this. I did it. Failed. But again, not looking for Golden Demon Brush Super Championships. We're just looking to get paint on this model. There we go. Perfect. Boom. Love it. Okay. That'll be good. One more. This one coming over here. Now this, I'm trying to paint over that brown, which actually I'm kind of enjoying the color change here. Kind of wish I would have done that with all of them. That's okay. And now that we got that, I got a thinner brush, I can actually get underneath here and not feel like I'm going to hit that wing. I was a little worried before. We're trying to get way in there underneath this thing to get this painted up here. A little bit more underneath here. Now, what I want to do, actually, that's okay. Just like that. Kind of fell in a little bit, that's fine. Kind of a little bit in there, just like that. Like I said, I'm going to paint that other color in there. This will kind of give it a little bit more of like a blending effect. I'm not kind of raised up. Fine, perfectly good. Okay, I'm not going to do the face. We're going to deal with the face a little bit later. Trud Vlog and Tamashii Chronicles of Ascend. Few new games on the table. Those are awesome. I actually have that Tamashii game. I have yet to put it on the table. I should get it on the table. I was painted up some of the miniatures a little bit. I just haven't had a chance to play that game yet. I should totally do that sometime. 100%. Okay. So where we stand right now, we've got one side kind of done here. I have to do the bottom. I need to do these wing things here. That's the next set here. Now, I don't like this at all. I wonder if there's a way to... Okay. Now I'm going to teach you my oopsie paint. Here's my oopsie paint. It's called Base Gracier Gray. This is my oopsie paint. If I ever make a mistake while I'm painting, I paint this over it. And then I can come back. I gotta make this up. And I can paint that color again over it once it's dry. So I got the Gracier Gray. I'm just going to paint. See, I don't like how much farther this came down, so I'm going to kind of paint a little bit on there. I'm going to paint right here. I don't like that at all. And then right there a little bit. And then I'll come in and paint this color again right over that. Now let's see what we got on the bottom. Now I made a few mistakes here. Yep, I don't like how much this came in here. There we go. And I don't like how much it came in over there. Forget smoothie paint. And see how much more that is over on this side. I don't like right here. Don't like right there. We're going to come in and fix that up a little bit. This is the end of the world, actually. I'm going to keep that. That's fine. A little more there. Okay. I think the rest is just fine. Maybe a little bit here. Boom. Okay, we'll come back and fix that up on that dress. Now let's screw up the top of the wing. Or paint the top of the wing. Same thing. I'm going to take my brush here and just try to follow the line the best I can. Right down this wing. Okay. Oh my gosh, that actually looks really good. Oh, I did it. There we go. Paint that there. Already painted around. More there. Oof. Okay. There we go. Paint right on that one. Now again, this is that Blood Angels red with a little bit of that metallic medium put into it. Which pretty much turns any paint into a metal, which is kind of cool. I'm going to come down. Perfect. Got more right here. Less perfect, but I'll take it. And the last part, I have to spin them up. Mainly because that tail's in the way. There we go. See what I got. Oh, that's right. I didn't like this either, so I gotta fix that. Okay. Big models help our aging eyes. This is very true. I got new glasses though, so I'm pretty happy about that. I got new glasses. My glasses are good. Got new glass. There we go. We're gonna repaint that part. Okay. There you go. I was gonna paint some of my fingers from game figures from Destiny's. Nope. Yeah, nope. Nope. I'm never painting that game. I can't even believe it. I painted the Seventh Continent people. What was I thinking? Oh my gosh, those are super small. Now, I'm sure the ones from Seventh Citadel are equally small. I'm not painting them this time. That's out of control, man. Those things are way too small. I mean, oofda. It's so tough to get that color on there. Yuck. That's the deal. Not happening. All right. Now let's get some of this tail going. Let's close this and move it before I spill it all over the place. Let's start down here. There we go. Come in here as well. Get some of this going here. Former 40K, epic play as a kid. Tiny. Oh, man, my son got into 40K. We'll see if it actually comes to fruition. Kind of sad if it doesn't, but the good news is I have my Warhammer Fantasy characters, so if we ever just wanted to play some fantasy together, we could. Though he really likes what's that Marvel game? Where it's it's a skirmish game, Marvel skirmish game, not HeroClix. They have one out now. I forget what it's called. He likes to play that one. Then we got the Star Wars one too. There's a couple of them by Fantasy Flight, but I got the old one. I like to use the big brush to go through here, but I don't want to hit all these things. There you go. Henry's hitting this dragon tail the best I can. Freaking sweet. Looks awesome. Loving it. Thank you. Crisis Protocol. Yes, that is the one. Ton of fun. So my son always jokes about the fact that I take Spider-Man, and like Spider-Man gets killed so fast in that game. It seems like he's got like all these oh, you can re-roll and do this stuff. That never works for me. He always dies. Tower Games is Minneapolis, May 7th. Come see us. We have a huge thing going for getting everybody back into Marvel Crisis Protocol. Oh, really? I'm gonna have to run the night. I have to show up there. It'll be pretty awesome. May 7th. Might happen. Make it happen. I was actually at Tower Games a little while ago. I was meeting with a game creator called Seppi Yoon. I think he also kind of runs Tower Games. Cool guy. Super cool guy. Spell check is terrible. Spell check is terrible tonight, and I'm using my voice to talk because I'm too lazy. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. I can never get that voice to talk thing working. So again, we're still going around all these little parts here. This is going to take a little while to get around all these little things. That's okay. We'll make it. We'll make it through it. I do not like where that camera is tonight. Somebody asked me once if English was not my first language, and I laughed, and then I thought, well, I did go through the St. Paul School District. Oh, that's pretty good. Now, of course, I have to say, but my wife is a St. Paul public school teacher, so it's a great school district. My wife is a St. Paul public school teacher. Yeah. All right, we're almost to the end. Then we'll switch that big brush again. Got a few more here. Gotta turn the model here so I can get to this one. It's gonna be underneath here. There we go. Now let's see if this works. Remember I made that big mistake back here? Let's see if I paint over top of it. Ta-da, worked fine. A little bit darker in there, not a big deal. There you go. The space gray on top of the dragon, are you going to carry that over to his shoulders, or do those appear to be different kinds of bumps on top? Great question. I think what I'm going to do is what we're doing here. I think we're going to keep it just like this, and then we're going to dry brush that. Oh my gosh, look at this. I walked straight through one of these things here. I'll have to see if I can fix that. Nope, I'm going to have to get my oopsie paint and fix that. I must have hit it with my entire brush that came through one time. We're just going to keep on going with the way it looks here. I think it'll be okay. But again, I got some tricks. I'm going to try to blend some of this together here. First, we got to finish this tail off. Then we got to finish the whole bottom of this guy. Once I finish this one, I can get the big brush back out. There we go. Let's look on the bottom. That one, okay. We're getting closer. Whom I'm reading and listening tonight. Oh, I was reading earlier today. I was reading the 7th Citadel rulebook on my computer because I don't have the game yet. It's shipping. Super pumped for that one. Another one I'm super pumped for. Oh, there's another one over here. Oh, well, we're going to make that one red. That's fine. Actually, I think I'll be okay. Every time I think about the big brush, I find more of them. There's more of these little bumps I decided to paint. What was I thinking? I'm sorry you can't see what I'm doing right now. Okay. So we've got the tail. All the bumps are kind of painted through there. We got the red in there. Down here, we're going to go with some of that red. But first, I think we're good. I'm going to get out that big brush again and start working on this thing. That'll be the plan. Get that big brush. Here we go. Get the rest of this tail. Oops. With this very edge, I'm going to hit that gracier gray again. I didn't realize. That's got a neat little nub thing on the back here. All the way up. More, twist it over. Oh, I wonder if I should go. So this underside might be the same underside as his belly, and I think that might be the deal. So I might stop here and just gonna get some of these things here and paint that with that other color. Even though I think I really botched it on the other side. No, actually, I think I unsurprisingly did not. Don't ask me how I did not screw it all up, but I didn't. There we go. Okay. Wow, I actually did pretty decent. Okay, we're gonna get on this side though. We're gonna get it. Okay, I'm sorry. You're not gonna be able to see this just because it's way underneath here. Now, this is one. Now, it's cool to have built miniatures, but sometimes if you can do it, it's sometimes easier to paint the miniatures when they're unassembled. Now, I don't ever really get a chance to do that because I always assemble them because I want to see what they look like. Okay. Now I do want to get his legs this red color. That's going to be the deal on that. There is some more right here. I will say it is a little bit harder to get these bigger miniatures in my camera shot that I want to shoot, but that's okay. Okay. Now I want to get this leg. All the way down. And now I think about it. No, we're good. We're just going to go with it. I was thinking maybe I should have just painted this with the Dark Angels red without the glitter on it, but I think we're going to be fine like this. Again, it's going to be hard to see because I'm trying to paint inside here on this leg. Oh, please tell me. Yes, I got all over the base. A lot of oopsie paint going on this thing after I'm done. Like I said, I might not get all the way done with it, but that's okay. You'll get the idea. Okay, and I'll help get the idea a little more here. All right, keep on going. There we go. These wings are super cool, but super in the way. There we go. Okay. We got the knee kind of coming up on this thing. I like that. We got this. We got this in the back. I've got to hit that with the gray sphere gray, or that gray that I got. Right. And sadly, I think we're almost out of the paint from this that I made. We'll have to make some more. All right. But first, let's go back, get some of this, and fix up some of those spots that we went nuts on. So back over here, we had this part over here. I want to just paint this right up on top of it, just so it covers there. There we go. Perfect. Let's get some more. And see, it just goes right over the gray sphere gray like it was the actual primer color, which works out really well. There we go. There's another. Let's go to the back side. And there was a spot that I totally missed to begin with. I think it might have been on the other wing. So let's check down here. There's a spot right here I missed completely. Okay. Now. I like that. Have you painted the hunters from this game yet? Actually, I'm funny you should mention that. That's gonna be another painting stream coming up. I'm planning to do the giant guy with the hammer, and not the sword and shield and not the bow girl, but the other one. Colin has painted the other two, and he's planning to use those in the playthrough against this. And then after he does that playthrough, I'm gonna have a couple weeks to try to get those other two painted. That way, once they're painted up and ready to go, we can do live streams starting in a couple weeks. Because we're still doing Distant Skies. We got a couple weeks left of Distant Skies from at least our average of how we're playing it. It could be more. And then after that, then we're going to do Primal. I think it'd be really fun to do that. I remember back when in the early 90s, everything was prime black. I can't imagine priming anything black more. 100%. If you look at my old Warhammer miniatures, every one of them was primed with black. And I was like, and now looking back, I'm like, why did I prime them black? Why did I prime them black? Oh, wow. I got my UPS shipping notice for the second shipment of the game. Really excited to get into this. It's super lucky that US backers are getting it. Yes. Oh, excited to see the mini. Oh, here's Colin. Colin is here finally. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. We're probably gonna get fully done tonight, but I'm going to work on it real hard. So here's what we got. Colin's going to show you what I got. So we try to do this. So we got the wings are done to a point. I decided to go with a gray through here, and then I did like a metallic red on this. So we'll see how that goes. I was just going to start dry brushing the gray to kind of show kind of how that's going to work. And then on the back side here, we're gonna do I'm thinking about either doing the same color as this, or I might do Yet in Yellow. I think I'm going to do Yet in Yellow. Here's what I'm gonna do. I don't think it's called Yet in Yellow. No, it's not. It's called Nazdrag Yellow is what we're gonna put down this belly. And we're also gonna put that on the back of the tail here. That's my plan. To go forward here. That's the plan. Looks freaking great. Love the wings. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you like that. I'm glad you like that. Took a break from movie marathon, I hope. Colin took a break from movie marathon, I hope. I don't think he was doing movie marathon, Dan. No, not one bit. Oh, he was at the orchestra. At the orchestra. I hope the orchestra was good. Hope the orchestra was good. I wish I could get the orchestra more often. So we were going to do that. It's actually just going to put some Nazareth yellow down the side because I ran out of my red. So I'm going to paint the other part of this a little bit later. We'll mix up more of that red. But I wanted to see how the yellow was going to look coming through here and see if that was going to be worth it. See if it was going to be worth it. See if that's going to be a good color. But in order to do that, I got to put it in here so I don't spill it all over the place. Let's go check this out and see if it's going to work here. So our goal is to kind of paint this kind of on top of this. I don't know what I'm going to do with the face yet, so I don't want to get too close to the face. But we're going to paint it right on top of here, just like that. And I think it's going to look okay. I think it looks pretty good. There's yellow in here. Might be too much, too high. I can always go over with that red, which is no problem. Which is probably what I'm going to do. I think I got hitting that camera. So we want to hit right in here, kind of coming up. But then I think I want to start swooping down a little bit earlier than I did over here. So I get right into there. That's kind of hard to see. I see the blurring on there. There we go. Now I could put like a static cam on here, but I'm never really good at that either. Like, yeah, this yellow color is going to kind of be the deal here. Going through his chest area and down into his belly here. That's going to be it. You never spill anything. You are a funny man. You never spill anything. Yeah, exactly. You missed it. I dropped my paintbrush about 30 seconds into the stream. We're going to go underneath here, and we're going to hit all this with that yellow. Now, I don't want to hit the legs. The legs are going to be that red color. I think this looks really cool. I think that yellow will be okay down there. That'll be the deal. It's just, that's just our quote. One thing dropped, a live stream. Yes. All right, coming under here. I can get under here without banging on my camera 100 times. Most professional and unprofessional painting stream of all time. Again, we're getting under it, and it can kind of go into that red a little bit, and it's actually kind of turning a little orange, and that's fine. 100% fine. It's kind of like it's blending into it. It's kind of neat. I don't like my wing up here. I gotta fix that. But we're gonna do this yellow first. Move right along the tail. And now I gotta twist it. This thing that I hide away. all the way up to the end. There we go. Because, oh boy, okay, hold on a second. I can't see anything. I gotta pull this back. Sorry. There you go. Okay. Just want to make sure. I couldn't see underneath there very well. Okay. Now we got the yellow kind of coming through here. Well, more yellow over here. But then I want to paint this back here, that red. So I'm going to kind of go over this with some of that red. You know what I'm going to do? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this yellow. I'm going to paint. No, I like what it's doing. Okay. We're going to make up some more of that red and paint it in here. That's the deal. But first I want to put a little, let's see what I can do about this. I've got these dry brush colors here. We're going to try one of these. I've got Terminus Stone. Terminus Stone, by the way, is an amazing color. I love Terminus Stone. Let's get these out. That paintbrush is super red. Okay. Perfect. Here's my dry brush. Pa-boom! This is a dead brush. Super dead. Not good for anything. Except dry brushing. Dry brush paints, in case you don't know what these are paints that you can dip over. You're never going to have anything come out of this. Because it's pretty much already it's almost like a solid paint in there as it is. So I'm going to go in here and get some of this. Oh, well, there you go. I got a lot of it. That was a little bit too much, but that's okay. And now what you can do is find, now you can do it multiple ways. I use this thing approach. So I'm going to dry brush. I want to get a lot of this off of here. So it's not going to turn my, I don't want my miniature to be that color, but I want it to have a little bit of this like shading to it. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to shade this thing right down here. We're going to come at it actually from, instead of going this way down it, I'm actually going to come up on it. So I do want to get it a little bit, I want to have some of the color come in. We're just going to kind of give it some of this white look to it so it's not just all gray through here. That's the deal. All right, let's do a little bit more. Okay, there you go. I just want to graze the top of these. I don't want to paint them. I don't want to paint fully. I'm just going to dry brush that on. All the way up to the head here. And on the head, I really actually want to get a pretty thick dry brush on it because it actually shows that it's kind of a whiter color up in this area. So as you can see, look at this. The dry brush really brings out that white part of the gray a little bit better. And I'm only coming this way with it. I'm not going back that way. I'm not going this way with it. I'm going to go this way, this way, this way. I go against the way these things are flying backwards. Because that's the look I want. And I think it looks pretty cool. There. So it's got, you can kind of really pick out that white of the thing. I think it looks great. A little more. Good evening, sir. Steve, it's great to see you. Thank you for joining. We are painting up a giant death thing. This is going to be the Hunter Eater. What's the deal there? There you go. Basically, Baron's doing the makeup on the beastie that is going to eat him. That's right. I am doing the makeup on the beastie that is going to eat me. That'll be awesome. That'll be the deal. Now, the deal is once you're done with one of these, if ugly grew wings, then this would be the mini. You know, it is kind of interesting you should say that, because it's like, oh, it looks like it's great dragon. It actually looks like a bat to me more than anything else. It really looks like a bat, interestingly enough. Make sure you get the eyeshadow, please. Don't worry, get the eyeshadow in there. There's no eyeshadow, which is kind of cool. Let's see here. I need more space gray. I missed the spot. Okay, a little bit to get the tail here. There we go. Swing it around. Hit this part over here. There we go. And I probably have to put my hand. Nope, good. Okay. Boom. Because you kind of want to get all the paint off of these. That's the hardest part about dry brush. So you want to keep them dry. You don't want to get them all wet again. Okay. Okay, so we got that going, that going. Oh, I was going to dry brush some orange onto this. What if I did that? Huh. Hey, Steve, how did moving your dad go? Board Game Officer wants to know. Moving your dad, that must have been something. Moving always is no fun. Why I think I haven't moved in a long time. Moving's no fun. Read that mini needs all the makeup, eyeshadows, rouge, lipstick, all of it. All of it needs it all. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. I don't think anything's happening. What are they gonna do? Oh yeah, orange. So we'll try this. We're not sure how it's gonna work. I got lava orange. We're gonna try this. Let's see here. We can try it. You know what? I got a better plan. Better plan. We're gonna do this. I've got an orange. Let's see what happens if I do this. I've got Griffin Hound orange. Okay, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna shake this up. We're gonna shake this up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to thin it, because I don't want it to be as thick as a contrast paint, but I still want it to have a little bit of like where it can sink into the depths of things. Let's see if this works. This might not work, and if it doesn't, I'll try to dry it off. That'll be the deal. Got him packed up and ready to move. Board Game Officer, but it was a lot of junk. He kept things from elementary school. Oh boy. Sounds like, you know, I think we all do that. I got a whole file back here. Stuff. And then my mom gives me all my stuff. Like, hey, you needed like your art class from 3rd grade. Here's all the stuff you did. I'm like, okay, I'll keep that. Don't know why. All right, we're gonna close that one. Close that one. We're gonna try this. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some of this paint. Ooh. Put in one of these little pot things here. A little bit more. There we go. Okay, so we got some in the pot. Not much, not much. I'm gonna try it. We're gonna try this first, see how it goes here. Yeah. No, it's fine. Exhausting helping others move. It was a lot of things, but fun was not one of them. I realized I was needing to hire a moving service when I told my friends that I had some, hey, if anybody wants to, I can maybe get some beer and pizza and you guys can help me move my stuff. And they all said, you know, I'm okay. I'm kind of getting old and I can buy my own beer and pizza now. I'm okay with that. I'm like, oh, I had a pizza, I had to buy hire movers. And I'm going to get this. This is called contrast medium, so I can turn any paint into a contrast paint with this. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to thin this contrast paint with it, is the deal. So I'm not going to use this brush, because this brush is all full of orange. I'm going to grab a different brush. Here we go. This is a super big brush, but that's okay. We're going to take this, we're going to thin it, and see what happens here. I'm going to take this, put some in here. What I really should be using is Layout Medium, I bet. We're going to try this first. This is probably going to be a disaster. Okay, so I've added some to it and kind of mix up a little bit so it's a little bit less thick. Okay, so now it's really running, which is just fine. I love that you're using the popper Bill gave you. Yes, I am. This is amazing. So now the cool thing about this is once this is dry, then I can just pop this and the paint just shoots out of it. And I don't have to worry about it. Let's see here. Is that going to work? Not really. My friend and I are going back to Fresno to drive his car back to Omaha, Nebraska. 3-day drive. If I get my way and drive through Vegas, then it may be 5-day drive. That'd be awesome. You need a little vacation as you're doing it. So my goal was that maybe this would seep into the recesses and bring out some of the texture to this. But I don't think it's going to work. Like I said, we're going to give it a shot, though. No. It's not doing anything like I wanted it to, I don't think. All it's doing is screwing things up. I think. We'll put some in, see what happens here. Yeah, let me think. Well, let me think. Do I like that? That versus the top. Actually, I think it's not too bad. Actually, I do like it. I think a little better than the top part. I'm kind of comparing it from this to this, and I think I do like this better. So we are going to add this to this. Things will be just fine. I think I'm only going to put it on where the bumps are. Like that. There. That's kind of cool. All right, so we know that that's going to be the plan for that. I think that'll be kind of cool. Now, I don't like the plan that I actually got all of those, but I think it'll be okay. Well, it's also good with your hand in it. Okay. Let me get some of that off. See. Like. I think it'll be okay. Okay. So, here's the deal so far. We got this going. Okay, so we got to get the rest of this. I'm just going to figure out. We're going to do the base eventually. I also like the fact I hit my wings with that, so I got to fix that. Yuck. That's fun. Nice little pit stop. Yeah, Vegas would be an awesome pit stop. How do I now? Depending on how I do in Vegas, I may or may not still have a car. Or you may be able to get a couple more board games. Sounds like a good bet. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, let's see. Where are we going to go with this? Okay, first off, we know what we got to do. We got to fix that wing. That's terrible. Red on there and red on here. Loopsy paint there and there. There we go. Perfect. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to. I got to make another set of red. Get the other side. But then I also got to figure out what I'm going to do about this. So if we look at the picture, which I have, my picture right here, we got the base does have that red coming down. So I'm probably going to paint that face that same red coming in. That's going to be the deal. I'm going to paint it that red coming in all the way through here, I think. All the way through in there. Okay. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be what we do. True, very true. Okay, let's make some more of that red. So we need to get some more of this contrast red, Blood Angels red. So once you make up a pot of what you're trying to do, it's really tough to kind of get it exactly like you did last time. We're gonna do our best. Now I know last time I used a lot of that. I used that super big brush. We're just gonna try to put it in here with this. Hopefully this will be enough. So again, I'm just putting it all into this same little pot that we had the other one. Getting it all in there. Now I'm going to take a couple drops of metal medium. We did 4 last time, but I think I had more in there. So we're going to put like only like 2 or 3 this time. Whoops, I dropped it on the, didn't even drop it in there. 2, blue 2. See how that goes. Managed to drop it on the table. That's fantastic. At least it's not on the camera shot, so that's half the battle. Mix that up a little bit. I think we got pretty much the same consistency. So they got lucky. Lucky on that one. Let's do this. Well, people are asking Colin questions. Any new Lord of the Rings LCG playthroughs coming, Colin? Well, if he's not here, I'm sure I could answer for him. There are so many great games coming right now. It's hard to keep up with some of those some of the older ones, but that's always an option. Kind of like me. Not yet, but it's on the short list. This is true. Kind of like all the fun stuff I like. Madara is still on my short list. I want to get to it, but I can't get to it right now. Okay, so we're going to come in it from this way. We're going to come in, grab all this, paint all this here, just like that. Now that I know I want to come into this red, I'm going to come in, but I want to miss the eye, maybe. I want to paint in, going to kind of just kind of run into that a little bit like that. There we go. Like that. Okay. I'm going to kind of come up his arm, like that. Okay. And I did too much on this side. I didn't like what I did over here. I went too high up. I want to hit this red right here. I want to kind of blend it in there a little bit. It's hard to see because of the light, but kind of blending in on that side, as opposed to just being full on red and full on yellow. I gotta see in there. I'm sorry. Hold on a second. I can't see. These wings are killing me. Can't see anything with these wings. There we go. Okay. We got it in there. That's the deal. Now we're going to come this way here. I'm actually going to save the face. I'm going to save the face. I'll use a more detailed brush, I think. Get the rest of this over here. I painted right on the gray tonight. Yep, I did. Awesome. I can't see in there at all. That'll be fine. There you go. So again, we kind of got some of that red coming in, blending it in there on that yellow a little bit. I gotta figure out if I'm the same. There we go. Oh, okay. Oh, just waiting for more KDM for you, Baron. The Gambler's Chest looks like it has added a lot more content. It sure has. Why do I have a feeling this is a short list, is really long list? I'll just cut anything not released in 2024. That's funny. It actually isn't. Once I get Primal this week, I can get back to some oldies like Zion, Lord of the Rings. I want to play Gears of War too. Yes, that's true. That is a short list. That'll be the short list. Yes, Gambler's Chest, more is coming. The unboxing of the Black Knight is coming tonight or tomorrow, depending on. I think it'll be tomorrow because I'm probably painting this for a while. Actually, when I finally finish this, I'm actually just gonna go to bed. This is probably gonna get done tonight. I'm gonna do my best. I can't believe Baron doesn't play Gears of War. I can't believe Colin hasn't brought Gears of War over to play with me. There you go. So yes, I do have the Black Knight unboxing coming. It'll be awesome, and it looks pretty fun, and it can be a level 3 Nemesis monster. So I might use it. That'll be the plan. Oh, Firehouse. Since it'll too soon too. Yes, I got my shipping notice. Pumped. That'll be super good. Need more thread. I'm seeing. Do 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 do. When I do it, do. Okay. Getting that wing a little bit here. Turn it, get the back side here. It's gonna go right up to. There you go. Random question: is that a gunslinger girl behind you, David? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Got that wall scroll ages ago. Yes, that's my gunslinger girl wall scroll. I'm only ever able to hang up my things in my area. That's the deal. Thank you, David. One of my favorite animes. It was super cool. Oh no, I got on the wing. Get off, get off, get off. Oh my gosh, not throwing my hand off. There you go. Same. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. I like that one. I haven't seen it in forever. I used to have it on DVD, and then I sold all my DVDs because I was like, I don't need DVDs anymore. I got to watch anything on anything. But unless you get Crunchyroll, you're kind of limited on the amount of anime sometimes out there. At least that's what I've noticed. No, but I don't have Crunchyroll. I got about every other streaming service ever created, but that one, which is kind of funny. I'm just painting this entire arm here. Okay, now I'm gonna get underneath. Let's see if I can get underneath without with you be able to see it still, and me be able to paint it. Got about 50% chance here. Both parts. There you go, got it. Boom. The trick is you rip all your Blu-rays and DVDs to your home server, then put them in deep storage. Oh, I never thought about that. Streaming services suck at maintaining their content. This is true. That's not false information there. Okay, now I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get. Did I just put that in the orange paint? Why not? There we go. I think that arm is done. Okay. I'm showing stuff on my hands. I'm grabbing gray areas. I want you to watch the original Full Metal Alchemist, but I sold my DVDs ages ago, and now you can only stream the Brotherhood remix. Oh, that's funny. The funny thing is, so one of the animes I loved growing up was Slayers. It was kind of about Lena Inverse. She was like a wizard character, and Gallery was like a swordsman, kind of her protector, quote unquote. But of course, she was probably more powerful than he was, kind of thing. And a couple other people are part of this group. It's been a while since I've seen it. And I went back to go try to watch it, but I can't find it except for like not even like I only can find like stuff that's not even the original stuff. I'm like, I want to watch the original stuff. So it's like I said, unless I get Crunchyroll, I don't think I'm ever gonna find it again. So but that's okay. There's other things out there to watch, but I keep wanting to kind of come back to that. I can't come back to it. All right, now we're going to switch to a better, easier, smaller brush. We can paint some of these more detailed areas here. Robotech The Macro Saga is still one of my favorite anime series. Not bad. I actually have, no, I can't say that. I have never seen that. Never seen it. What? You haven't seen that, Baron? Believe it or not, I like more animes that have to do with like sword and sorcery and wizards and stuff like that. Um, like Record of the Lotus War, things of that nature. Okay. Okay, this camera's killing me. I'm going to move this camera, and then I'm going to move this camera farther back. So, and then I'm going to zoom in a little more because I can't get this paint. There you go. Now I can move my brush around. I'm not going to hit that camera. Oh my gosh, Record of the Lotus was really good as well. Yes, it was. The other one that I liked was, who was it? Guts. Who was the one with the anime with Guts? Guts had the Berserk or something. I think it was one of them. That was another one I really liked. Guts. Oh, good. Knocked over the paint pot. Thank goodness it was closed. Okay. There we go. Berserk. It was Berserk. Okay. I watched that one because I went into our local, well, it wasn't a local, but into the mall, and they had, was it Suncoast Pictures? And Suncoast Pictures, I walked in and I bought like a box set of like some anime series. I forget which one it was. Oh my gosh, I had even more of the weight. And there you go. So I can actually put the picture here. And they had the first episode of that they were giving away for free. Like, you can watch this for free if you want it. Since you bought some anime, do you want this? I'm like, yeah, sure, I'd love it. Watch that first episode. I walked back in. I go, I need to buy all of this. That was amazing. My favorite part of that first episode is where he had uh, a gun for a hand, but it's like wasn't like nobody could tell what it was or something. They shot it, and the kick knocked him all the way back just enough to like make him stop next to his sword. He picked up his sword and came running in and attacked again. I thought that's pretty cool. That's my favorite part. That's so such a mind frag at the end. Knew nothing about it. Yeah, about the manga. I didn't either. The ending just came out of nowhere. Yes, I think that's one of the reasons I really liked it. I was like, oh, I didn't catch that coming at all. So it's really cool. So if anyone wants to see a good anime, check out Berserk. That's really good. If you're into those sort of things. Of course, another one I really like is there's a composer that I actually used to follow that did anime. She did Dot Hack, the stuff for Dot Hack. She also did Noir, and then she did Sword Art Online. So the music from that. And maybe it's just because I really like the music they did, but those animes are some of my favorites as well. Is this empty already? No, there's still there. There you go. Lurking but present. Hello, all. It's been a while. Broccoli Dawkins, it's great to see you. Thank you for joining. Oh my gosh, it has been a while. It's good to have you here as you're seeing me attempt to paint a giant dragon or whatever this is, and hopefully have people be able to see me do it as well. That's the goal here. We're talking anime. Good stuff. And I'm trying to paint up this thing. Nice. Now I hit the wing. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna move this a bit. There we go. Ugh, I keep hitting the wing. Oh my gosh. Remember when I said painting bigger monsters is easier? Okay, I'm starting to take that back a little bit here. I'm making a lot of mistakes. There we go. Ooh, Fat Dragon. Never watched Read or Die. No, I have not. I'll have to check that out. Is it a bat, a dragon, a bragon, a drat? You decide. That is a good. Yeah, you decide is right. AT&T, you make the call. Because, oh my gosh, I don't even know what this thing is. All I know is this needs a lot of oopsie paint once I'm done here. But sadly, I think we are coming close to the end. I'm going to have to go to bed soon. I'm going to get up tomorrow. But I think we've got a pretty good start on this. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to get this finished. You'll see the finished product on a lives on the next thing here. Woo! Actually caught the live stream. The Mike 250. It's awesome to have you here. All right, just for that, we got to keep painting a little bit more. All right, Mike's here. We got to paint. Got to paint more. All right, let's see. We got to paint. We got to paint. Gotta get some oopsie paint on this thing. I need more oopsie paint as a deal. So I need a bragging. We're gonna fight a bragging here. I'm gonna put some oopsie paint right here. There we go. Let's go right here so people can see it. I'll put some oopsie paint there because I put some on there. Never give up. Never surrender. Colin doesn't know what I'm talking about. All right, let's see here. Look at all these mistakes I made right here. This is absolutely out of control. This is uncalled for. Very disappointed in myself. There you go. There you go. You do. Oh, you do, huh? All right. You do. He says he knows what I'm talking about. By Wrathgore's hammer, I shall avenge thee. Oh my gosh. That's one of my favorite movies. Oh my gosh. That movie's so good. Oh, I love that movie. Like when they go down the bowels of the ship. What is the purpose of this or something? Where she goes like this, he's like goes like that, he's like like he says a whole bunch of horrible stuff. He's like, you said, well, I thought you told me to cut the feet. I thought you said we were dead. Most unused paint in Baron's collection. Oopsie. Most used. 100%, Dan. Most used is my oopsie paint. Remember, winners never quit and quitters never finish painting their minis. This is true. Oh my gosh. Ugh. All right. Let's see here. Where are we on this thing? Okay. So I got, all right. Got my oopsie paints on there. Best I can. I think this will be good. All right. I'm going to paint some more of that red. Like a red city all over this thing. Now, let's see here. What does this thing do? Let's look at this thing. My picture, no, it is red going through the whole darn thing. All right, really? All right. I like more of this yellow here. I'm trying to figure out. I'm looking at his face, trying to figure out his face. This is all red through here. Okay. All right, we got to make some more of this red. We need a new red after this. Take some more of this red. Scrape it into my area here. There we go. There you go. Boom. How much sleep would you have to sacrifice in order to paint your entire backlog of mini? You ever heard of I don't know, guy who can't sleep ever? Probably the rest of my life. If I didn't sleep for the rest of my life, probably do it. Too much backlog. Ah, darn, I got all of my fingers. There you go. Undrop. Bloop. Perfect. Bard Cicero, I've been looking forward to painting this too. We have Monster Hunter at home. Oh yes, that is another fantastic game. Colin is a huge fan of Monster Hunter, as am I. I've only played Monster Hunter once. I'd like to play it some more. And I think Colin is waiting for the other thing. If I started now, I'd never sleep again. Yeah, exactly. I never sleep again. Never gonna sleep. That's what's gonna happen. Never gonna sleep. All right, I'm gonna take my bigger brush here again, and we're gonna go for the legs now. We're gonna go, or I could go for the wings, but I think if I fail on those, I'm getting a little tired. Let's see here. I hit that wing. Okay. Paint these legs. Thank you so much for joining, Bard Cicero. Awesome to have you here. Yeah, be super good. I feel Monster Hunter was pretty okay game, but the campaign felt really disappointing. My errata should be shipping very soon for Monster Hunter. Can't wait to play it again. Yeah, remember, only happy accents. Oh, really? How so? Asking about the disappointment in the campaign. Interesting to hear. You have to tell us what you think there. Bard Cicero. As I try to make sure some of this stays in camera. That's very hard. Oh boy. Okay. Going back on the backside here. Gonna turn the miniature. I can see where I'm painting. Painting right here. And don't hit the wing variant. That would not be a happy accident. There, I think we did okay. Yes. Ugh. It's so hard to show you guys what I'm doing here. Painting underneath. But don't want to hit the stomach. I guess you can say I don't hit the stomach for it. Wah, wah, wah. I do think Primal's campaign will be better than Monster Hunter. Just felt lacking personally. Oddly, Primal has less campaign stuff, but we're already really excited about crafting. Ah, yes, that's what I am thinking. Yes, I'm looking forward to playing this game. Trying to get in here. Remember, I painted some of these scales on here gray, just like the upper side. So we're going to try to avoid those. That'll be the plan. Again, trying to get under here. And one of the biggest things is going to scoop my paintbrush up then without painting. A little tough. There we go. Hopefully you can see where I am. I'm on the back side of the leg now. And we have another thing back here we want to paint with that gray, so I don't want to paint on it right now. So hard to get back in here. We can get under it. There we go. I think I did it. Hard to tell. If it's hard to tell, then nobody else can, right? Huh? There you go. A little bit in there. All right, let's see what we got. A lot of stuff going here. Not you craft in Monster Hunter though, too though. What's different? Crafting is awesome. This is true. Mike, in which game, Monster Hunter Primal, or just in general? You gotten the last Arkham Horror LCG yet? No, not yet. I'm hoping to. We haven't gotten that far yet. Need to get it. In general, I agreed on crafting, Mike. Let's see here. TDM, most crafting game I have. That's true. Crafting game is huge. I sleeved the campaign and made deck yesterday. Oh wow, you're on top of it, Yogi Bear. You have to tell me what you think of it. Did anyone else back Wild Ascent? I did 4 years ago, and still hasn't shipped. That's true. I have it. I have the original one, and then I backed all the other stuff, and I haven't got it yet. I do feel like I haven't found board game that does it great though. Seems video games do it better. I wonder if it. Well, I mean, actually, you should try. I mean, Kingdom Death Monster has a great crafting system. I like it a lot. I think it's great. I backed the Wild Ascent, but it's probably garbage. Fear of missing out. Back that one. Baron has it. That's true. I'm still getting through Path of Corsica, Yogi Bear. Oh, good luck. Fun. Steve, Corsica is great fun. Yes, Corsica is fun. I've played some of that. That's really good. Can't wait to get Feast of Hemlock, though. I don't even know what that is. I'm painting first Wild Ascent now. Yeah, I did a lot of that one. I think I still have it. It's probably, I think it's like way back here. I've got like, if you go past the gunslinger thing, behind that is an entire rack of games. And it's back there, I think is where it is. But I did the like Prelude campaign, and actually it was kind of, oh boy, what did I just do? I kicked my monitor. I'm sure I broke something. Not the monitor. I mean, I kicked the, what is this thing? Oh, and there we go. Oh, now we got, what is this? How did this work? What's going on here? Wait a minute. What just happened? Wait, what's all this stuff going on? Wait, where is this coming from? Oh, what's this? Just close the docked window. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, it's really good. What do you know? Corsica is my least favorite, actually. Oh, stream is still good. Good, good. So when you kick your keyboard, things are still good, I guess. All right. Let's go back to this so I don't screw anything else up here. We are going to do these wings here. Now, the last thing I'm going to do before I go is I'm going to try something I've never tried before. Well, I shouldn't say it. Brush that off. I'm going to brush it off over here. I'm going to try something I'm not good at. Let's put it that way. Let's put a little more on here. It's great. Oh boy. Okay, this. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, this is gonna be something else. We can do about, oh boy, look at that. I hit that one real good. Turn it, now let's go over this. Look at contrast. Right here. I'll put that on thick, and then I might go over that with my dry brush later. That'll be fine. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be bad news. I've never done this before. Let's see how it goes. Ooh, that was something. It's so fun seeing craziness from this side. Craziness and then return to painting perfectly down wing tendons. Yes, that's my plan. I'll try new things. Should have been a surgeon. Yeah, I should have been. Edge of Earth expansion is my favorite so far. Same, Steve. You really like that one. Okay, kick my computer and I'll paint better. Got it. Yep, that's the deal. That's how it works. Kick computer, paint better. Okay, so Now on this, as you can see, there's some free-flowing red from the bottom of his wings. I'm gonna guess that it goes. Okay, first off, I'd like to say that I was looking at this and thinking, oh, I wonder what it looks like on the top. So I flipped it over. Obviously, it's not there. There's no other side of the picture. But if I'm looking from the bottom, I probably want to look at it. So now if this carries over to the other side. Oh, no, it didn't. What do you know? I'm out of control. I'm out of control. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to try to freehand this and see how this goes. And that's the deal. I'm going to use some of this Blood Angels Red. We're going to free flow this and see how this goes. This could be an absolute disaster, stemming to me needing to maybe go and re-prime this thing if this fails. Okay. So we're going to take Blood Angel Red here, and it looks like it just kind of goes on, but it looks like if you look at the picture, oof, that I should have picked it up now after I threw it on the ground. It just kind of all around it, just kind of start blocking it in. It just seems like it just kind of blocks in. So all the way around this thing. So it's kind of like it kind of comes off this, just like this. So I'm just going to kind of freehand this thing like this, like into here. And it kind of frees like in there, like that. So I think this is going to kind of work. It's kind of, it kind of comes off the like thing here. Kind of goes into his wing a little bit like this. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it like this. There you go. And this kind of comes in like this. Got some going off of it a little bit. And it just, oh, it kind of keeps off this wing a little bit. Not for this wing up here. I think that should be okay. I think that's okay, right? A little bit closer to that wing. I think that should be okay. I think that's the deal. Out of control always. Yes. So just paint the back of the Mini all white. That way it looks like the picture. Start thin and build it out. This is the fun part of painting where you go, oh no, I'm going to ruin it. And then you go step back and it looks awesome. This is true. This is true. And yes, you are right. I probably should have started later and moved in, but I didn't. I'm actually going to take some water though. I'm kind of spread this a little bit. Yeah. We'll go to the next one. Let's see here. Get a little more of this red on here. I'm going to take some of it off though. There we go. Go to this wing and see what I can do. I haven't finished this wing yet. What am I doing? All right, we'll go to the top. I think it'll be cool on the top too. I want to take some of that off. There we go. There you go. There, a little bit like that. I think it'll be okay doing this like that. I think it looks kind of cool. Maybe not. I don't know. Actually, I should use blood. I should have used actual blood. Blood for the blood god. They have. There. That should be okay. I think they'll look okay on the other wing. My friend and I have been so much trouble deciding on which characters to play in Primal campaign. Just play them all. Easy choice. All 4. All 6 even. All 6. That's right. Yes, you have the expansion. I'm still waiting. But which two to pair? Oh yeah, there you go. Which two to pair? That's the hard part. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to put some Nuln Oil in this. Because this, I don't have enough definition of this. I don't like that. So if we put some Nuln Oil in this thing like this, it'll give me more of a definition of this thing, and I think this will be better. This will be the plan here. First, I'm going to shut this. Now, this is all test stuff. I'm testing it all in this area, and then I will probably move it in. But I don't want it to be like super. But I think this will be okay like this. I think that'll help give it a little bit of definition through here. And again, I'm going back and picking up some of the stuff that's left behind and moving it. So I'm not keeping, I don't want a lot of it on this. I just want enough to give it a definition, because I really was hoping that orange would help, but it didn't do anything. And that is going to help a lot, I think, doing it like this. There. That really made it pop out. Look how much nicer that is. I like that so much better. That's the deal. I like that better. Love it. So here's the deal. Where we are now is going to be where we're going to end tonight. So what I'm going to be going down doing is the same thing over on this wing. I'm going to kind of do some of this red onto that wing. I'm going to do a black wash through these. And then I am going to come back and I'm going to work on this. We're going to do all that red, this same red. This is also going to get a black wash. I'm even going to black wash this probably. Black wash everything, just because I think it'd be neater to have. Neater. So I do have some more work to do on it, but I think I can get this done pretty quick from here on out. Once I get, one of the hardest things is getting a plan. Now the other thing is I got to do the base too. The base is the next thing. There's gonna be a lot of like just kind of browns, another dark brown. Here's some stones. I'm gonna put some stuff in the stones. I'm gonna have to do some oopsie paint on it first though, because I already got some red on it already. But I can come down again with this paint onto these things. I think that looks really cool. I really like the way that this whitened up. I think that's pretty neat. I like that a lot. I think it looks really cool. And there you go. I think that's what we're going to do for this. But that's going to be it for tonight. That's the deal. I hope everybody enjoyed the painting stream. Again, sorry we didn't get to it till tonight. It was supposed to be yesterday, but we got to it tonight, which is fantastic. Love the white dry brush. Thank you. Yes. I love the white dry brush as well. Super good. Makes me real happy. Thank you again, Yogi Bear and Jason, if you're still here, both of you. Thank you so much for the support. Amazing. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome. Showed up late, but enjoyed every second. Thank you so much, Bard. I apologize. It's getting late. Gotta get to bed. Gotta get up tomorrow. Would have liked to finish the whole thing, but I actually didn't think it was going to happen. But that's the deal. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for joining me on this painting stream tonight. We're going to, in the future, I'm going to be painting up the two of the heroes, and I'll probably get at least one of them painted on stream, so you can see how those kind of go. I'm also going to be, you'll be seeing an unboxing of the Black Knight, hopefully pretty soon. I'm going to continue with Team Death. It's going to be awesome. We're doing some Distant Skies on Tuesday, lots of fun. Keep me company while organizing and unboxing another game. That really, more games? Can't wait for the playthrough. I cannot wait for the playthrough either. And then 2 weeks from to this, probably about 2 or 3 weeks from now, we'll probably be hitting this game up. I think it'll be awesome. So I appreciate everybody coming and joining us tonight. I'm going to try to, I should make these a lot more common than I do. And Saturday night might actually be an okay night to do it. If things aren't going for that, how much going on here, maybe I'll do painting streams. It actually works out pretty good. All right. Thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for coming. If you're excited to see what Colin and I have coming up next, then I need you to meet me at the table. Have a great night. Thank you all for joining, and I will see you next time.